Hey guys, welcome to Michiana.tv. Today we're in South Bend, Indiana on Ireland Road at Planet Fitness, and we're here to do our very First Amendment audit. And we're going to stand out here and test our First Amendment right to record in public. I want to give a shout out to Johnny at First Amendment Protection Agency for inspiring these videos. We're going to go around Michiana over the next few months, and we're gonna see how people react in Michiana to our First Amendment right to record in public. So let's see how people react this morning.
As you can see, there's already an officer here working out this morning. It's about 8:30 a.m. That's why we didn't do our first audit at a bank, because they're not open yet, and Planet Fitness is fairly busy this morning, and we just want to say good morning to a few folks and see how cordial they are. You know, here in Michiana, people are pretty decent and friendly, and we're gonna see if that stands true to someone standing out on the road minding their own business. The video is a little jumpy this morning, and I don't have the external microphone or tripod, so it'll get better, but we wanted to test the internal microphone right now and just get out here and just kind of see how people respond. And oh, I hear sirens. could be on the bypass. Nope, it's coming down Ireland Road. Sounds like it might be. If you have a truck accident, call Blackburn and Romy, 833 for help. They're the best lawyer in Michiana. Crazy driver. Oh, here we go. That didn't take long. 10 minutes. Oh, it doesn't look like they're coming out here, which is good. Just people going about their business. So far, Planet Fitness gets an A. They haven't sent any cronies out here to try to run me off or alerted the officer in there that is working out this morning to come out and run me off, and gotten a few waves and thumbs up, and it's pretty this is what you would expect from Michiana. Nice people who aren't paranoid of a guy with a cell phone camera, and that is all I'm using this morning, is a cell phone camera. I watched Johnny's videos, and it's amazing how much people freak out over being recorded when they can look around and count a half a dozen or more cameras that are recording their every action in public, but someone exercising their right to record in public, people freak out over. They just pulled in and then decided to leave, I guess. Sure. I think she's gonna leave. I waved at her. Oh, she's gonna park somewhere else. See, people shouldn't be scared to hide. There's no expectation of privacy in public. But if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't be scared to be video recorded in public. Everybody is. Oh, there's the sirens right there. It's an ambulance. I think the city of South Bend has thousands of public cameras recording every move that everyone makes in public. In fact, if a crime happens, they can track those cameras and follow a suspect everywhere that they go. And all the local businesses, residents, regarding residential properties, thousands of people voluntarily sign up to join this closed caption video network. But yet one guy comes out into public with a video camera and people get paranoid and hide their face, and which is their right. But everyone is doing exactly what they should do here in Michiana and representing with a good attitude. Just ignore the auditors. Let them do their what they're doing, and let them prove that Michiana is on point when it comes to the First Amendment and First Amendment rights. And if you don't know your First Amendment rights, I would recommend you look it up. There are 5 aspects to the First Amendment. 5 rights that we are guaranteed under the Constitution of the United States. And people should know those rights and understand them, defend them, protect them, and stand strong together. Not alienate each other by putting feelings against your rights. Johnny likes to remind people that no matter what you do, somebody's going to be offended. And if our rights end where somebody's feelings get hurt or somebody is offended, then suddenly our rights are gone. We will have no rights. And society has kind of gone there in the form of we have to protect and defend everyone's feelings rather than defend and protect everybody's rights. Their legal rights under the United States Constitution. And what happens is it ends up being the loudest voice in the room, the most popular voice in the room, and the popular feeling instead of what is the law. And everybody's not going to always be on the same page. So when you alienate a group of people based on feelings, then those people get disregarded, and suddenly they have no rights and no right to be offended, no right to be defended, and it becomes a hassle. Got a couple of people out here that have noticed us.
Why are you recording?
Good morning. Is that your IQ? There's always a couple in the group. There's always a couple. And while their response is to throw insults at me to try to hurt my feelings, that's my point. Because they might be offended. They've got their responses to hurt my feelings and to call me names. You know, I have a right to be here. Every American has a right to be here. And the fact that some people want to, turn that into mudslinging and calling names and slinging insults is my point about how sometimes the right thing to do is not what should be done or how people should react or respond or treat each other. Okay? So nothing that I've done here this morning warranted that kind of response. But yet, she feels like she's in the right because I'm standing out on the road and in public and recording in public. But I bet that same person would defend her right to free speech, to assemble in public peaceably, but yet does not defend my right to, as the press, to record in public. Now, see, the right thing to do is that. You just go about your business. Oh, here we go. guess they decided to leave. Well, if you want privacy, that's what you should do. Just leave. Not shout insults. Not scream insults. But their right to scream insults is protected under the same right as the First Amendment. I'm sure the officer inside has already let him know that I'm not doing anything wrong, which is why no one has come out here. And probably the same reason that the girl came out slinging insults toward me rather than waving or throwing up a peace sign or a thumbs up or supporting my right to stand here and record. It becomes a big debate whether or not I am doing something wrong, whether or not I am invading someone else's privacy, which goes back to the original point that my rights don't end because your feelings get hurt or you're annoyed or you have the right to sling insults and don't feel comfortable with my rights. That doesn't dismiss my right. I say all the time, I understand others' points of view when it comes to maybe not wanting to be recorded. I don't agree with their point of view that I'm impeding on their privacy when they're in public and being recorded by hundreds or thousands of cameras every day, all day, in their entire venture through the public space. So why does one guy with a camera, bother people? It's psychological. But I've been researching the Hawthorne effect lately, and it truly is psychological. When I was growing up, people objected to the idea of cameras in public at all. And the thing is, in society, is once it is introduced, whether it's controversial or people oppose it or not, eventually that is going to become the norm. And people just gradually adapt, and that's what people need to do as far as the First Amendment goes. We're supposed to understand and support people who want to protest, people who want to shut down cities, people who want to shut down roads, blocks, normal happenings and ongoings. place is busy. There, I got a wave. This guy's got a flag and an eagle right there on his window. See, that's America. That's what America's about. Defending my rights as well as me defending your rights. Welcome to Michiana. We are America. We're all Americans. We should defend each other. We should support each other. We should love each other. And we should not sling insults when our feelings get hurt and assume that the other guy has no rights, has no feelings, and should be disregarded. That's not America. Welcome to Michiana. There's our local Transpo bus. South Bend Transpo, powered by clean natural gas. They provide a great service to our community. We appreciate all the Transpo drivers. And we wish him a good day. This is my First Amendment audit video. And I want to give a shout out to Johnny at First Amendment Protection Agency for inspiring this video and others. Go on YouTube, follow, subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications, watch his videos, like his videos, comment on his videos. He's doing a great service. And he's exposing the good, the bad, and the ugly about people's response to our First Amendment rights. And what's up, bro?
Be safe. Have a good day.
I always worry for people when I see them out on motorcycles or on bikes. See too many reports of people getting hit out here on these roads. Slow down, pay attention, look for bicyclers and for motorcycles and people walking and pedestrians, and just give people a little bit of room. That's all it is. It's about common courtesy, giving people a little bit of room, respecting their space, respecting their rights, just like you respect mine. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not exposing anyone. Hey, we're all Americans, and we all have a right to First Amendment.
Have a good day, ladies.
Now see, that's Michiana. Michiana with a smile. If you ask them, would you prefer somebody to stand in public and record you, or somebody stand in public and not record you? Everyone's response is going to be the earlier than the latter. I would prefer someone not record me. But in realizing my right and smiling and waving, thumbs up, and supporting my First Amendment, I am in essence supporting, defending, and protecting your First Amendment rights. You may not choose to go stand out in public and record on public property or in public spaces. That's fine. But it's still your right. You may not choose to go assemble peaceably in public. You may choose not to petition the government for redress of grievances, but it's still your right, and it's my right. It's all our rights. So we have to support each other, defend each other, and protect each other. Slinging insults, taking away the rights of someone else because it hurts your feeling, that's not defending each other. That's not protecting each other. And that's not the American way. That's not America. So I want to just give a shout out to those ladies who smiled and waved, because that's the Michiana way. Show me some love. Show me support. Give me a thumbs up. around the building and go out the other side. Oh, no. No, she's gonna come straight at me. She's curious. Oh, she's gonna go out the other side. Got a wave from those guys. Welcome to Michiana. Michiana smiles, Michiana waves, Michiana supports the First Amendment. Now let me just say, overall, Planet Fitness on Ireland Road in South Bend gets a thumbs up for their response. Now, I'm quite certain that there's an officer inside working out or providing security. Because that vehicle was here when I got here, and I'm sure he or she has informed people inside how to respond. And let me just say that this is ideal for how a business or any other public space, how people should respond. If you go over and watch Johnny's videos at First Amendment Protection Agency on YouTube, too often business owners, managers, people want to come out and try to tell them to leave. They're violating HIPAA regulations. Give them all kinds of reasons why they can't stand in a public space and record. People want to throw fingers and throw insults and get up in the cameraman's face and then say that they don't want to be recorded. Well, if you notice here today, no one has approached. No managers have come out of Planet Fitness to approach me and tell me I can't record their clients, and the police have not been called and come out to talk to me. Everyone that has come out, for the most part, of Planet Fitness has gone about their business. Now, if you look at videos online about how people should respond, this is idealistic. People come out, they'll look like this guy. He'll look, nod his head if I wave, and carry on. go about his business without a negative response, without any kind of approach, without having anything to say. And at the end of the day, when I shut my camera off and I leave, there is no bad light, no negative energy, no bad impressions being made on this place of business. Now, like I said in the beginning, it probably has to do with the fact that there's already an officer inside that's probably advising everyone to just be normal, and that I am well within my rights to do what I'm doing. But more businesses and more companies, more places of business, more managers, team leaders, and crew members should have the same response. Rather than stoking a fire and getting people upset and mad and angry about what's going on, just advise people of my rights. Advise people that I'm not doing anything that is illegal, that is breaking the law, and just let people know the best response is no response, because that is absolutely a fact. The best response is no response. Go about your business. You know, there's cameras on this building. You don't stare at those cameras. You don't flip off those cameras. You don't, carry on and object to those cameras in any way. So, while this is my First Amendment audit video, I'm very pleased that it hasn't been a negative First Amendment audit video. It's been very positive in nature. Planet Fitness, while they weren't chosen for any reason other than it's a very, very busy place at 8 a.m. in the morning. They have had a very positive response to this First Amendment audit, and they should serve as an example for every other Planet Fitness in the nation, because I'm certain that if there wasn't a police officer inside advising people of my rights, it might be a different experience. So shout out to Planet Fitness on Ireland Road in South Bend, Indiana. Welcome to Michiana, the way Michiana should be, where Michiana loves each other, Michiana defends each other, Michiana supports each other, and Michiana believes in the First Amendment. Oh, they're going into Goodwill. Oh, we got some jaywalkers here.
Okay guys, just want to give a shout out to Planet Fitness on Ireland Road in South Bend. You get an A+ for your response for your First Amendment audit. Thank you for being gracious and professional and businesslike. Thank you for the officer inside who has advised people of my rights, advised people of their rights, and advised people about how they should respond to this audit. Is a good example for Michiana businesses, Michiana residents, and anyone in Michiana who may be recorded in a public space. Stay tuned for more videos. Welcome to Michiana. Go visit Michiana.tv and we'll see you in the next video.